All right, friends, here we are. We are gonna make that cauliflower pizza crust. That's really, really easy. So, first ingredient we're gonna show you is this cauliflower rice, which we made earlier, and you can use half of it as a rice, and the other half you could use as a pizza crust. So this is half of a cauliflower, with the seasonings on there. See my other video if you want to see the ingredients for that and how to do it. So cauliflower rice, and then we're going to put a little bit of, oh, and right here we've got one beaten egg, and then that's a quarter cup of Romano. You can use Parmesan, but I don't have Parmesan, so I use Romano. And then mozzarella. You could also use a quarter cup of mozzarella, but I don't have it, so I'm improvising, and I'm using a quarter cup of Colby Jack. So we're going to mix this into the cauliflower rice with some Italian seasoning. We'll just shake that in real quick. And I love that Italian, basil, oregano smell. So I'm putting quite a generous bit there, so you can see. And then a little bit of salt. I'm going to put some salt over the eggs, and then some salt over here. Okay. And then we're going to mix this in together right there. Okay. And I'll be back and I'll show you what that looks like. All right, so here we are. We're going to mix that all together until it's one consistency. Pretty much the egg is distributed, the cheese is distributed, and I kind of like that I used the Colby Jack because then I could see the yellow part and determined, oh yeah, that one has cheese there, so you could just kind of see where the cheese has gone. So this is evenly distributed, and what we're going to do is transfer it to a pizza pan. All right, so I'll be right back. All right, so here we are. Here is our dough for the cauliflower pizza crust. So I've just gone ahead and poured it onto a stone right here. And I'm going to actually shape this according to the shape of the stone. So just from the middle, go ahead and push out to the side. So you do that, push out to the side, and you want to avoid going all the way to the edge because the cheese is going to melt, and once it melts, it's going to fall all over the place in your stove. So I don't like to go all the way to the edge. So this is basically like a little bit larger than a personal size pizza. And while I'm doing this, I preheated the oven to 400 degrees, and we are going to wait until that is ready. So go ahead and pushing it out to the side, trying to make it as round as possible. Okay, and I will be back and show you what it looks like when it's all shaped and done. Okay, friends, so we have shaped it as I have shaped it actually to as round as can be, as possibly I could do. And then what you want to do is kind of like curve the bottom part. Like I use a spatula to press against the side. And what happens is it gives it like a little wall. I could show it here. And then that helps, from the cheese melting and spreading to ooze out. And it kind of will also help you get a good bite when the sides turn golden brown. So we are going to go ahead and pop this in the oven, 400 degrees. Okay, see you then. Oh, by the way, you don't want to make the crust too thin because because it's cauliflower, it's not the actual flour, wheat flour. It won't really get that crispy. It'll get crispy, but it will have a give to it. So if you make it too thin, it'll fall apart when you pull it out. All right, friends. So we have taken that pizza crust out of the oven after 10 minutes, and you could see that it has gotten golden brown already on the bottom. So now we're flipping it over so that the other side gets to cook for another 10 minutes. And what we'll do is we'll take this, ooh, look at that. Okay, just take the parchment paper out, and then we are going to put the parchment paper back in here and we'll recycle it. And then we will slide the other side onto the parchment paper. Okay, so here we are. And as you can see, it's holding its shape pretty well. So now we're going to cook this back again in the oven, same 400 degree for another 10 minutes. And I will see you when that comes out. Yay, our pizza crust is done. Look at that. We got some good browning on there. And if you could feel it, it's really, see, it's got that hold to it. It's a bit crispy. And so now we are done with that. Stay tuned for the next video because I'm going to make pizza out of this. All right, thanks for joining me to making pizza crust. Bye.